What's the story for you? Why space?
Actually, when I went to school, I went for aerospace engineering, just because I've always fascinated by things that fly, aeroplanes, balloons, helicopters, satellites, rockets, and as luck has it, in my profession, I deviated towards space, and I'm into space. Space is extremely interesting. It's fascinating. The thing is, as an adult and as a professional engineer, I still have the same excitement about space as I used to have as a kid when I was in school. So it's that fascination of the unknown, of the challenge, of the glamour that goes with space, with rockets, with astronauts, and it's just every kid's dream, and to get a chance to work in this industry, that's just the most satisfying job ever.
How do you make a difference in the world?
So satellites, especially telecom, observation, disaster relief, weather satellites, will always play a critical part in human development and economic development. Right now, there is a digital divide, what they call the digital divide, the people who have connectivity and the people who do not have connectivity. And as studies have shown, economic development follows digital connectivity. So the haves and the have-nots, that gap is becoming bigger and bigger, especially with terrestrial networks. Satellites have the ability to bridge that gap, to cover everybody. So you have kids in schools in Africa or in Asia or in the middle of nowhere, they can have access to satellite services, they can have access to education, they can have access to even healthcare. That cannot be that cannot be offered by terrestrial networks.
Imagine that we are in 2040. We look up in the sky. What do we see?
You will look up in the sky, you will look up around you, and you will see machines that move by themselves. You will see self-driving cars. You will see self-flying airplanes. You will see self-controlled flying drones. And that's part of the narrative. And the only way you're going to get there is with satellites. And right now, maybe it's a crazy idea to fly in an airplane with no pilot up front, but guess what? If we get there and we cross the psychological barrier, it will be much safer, much more reliable, you'll get there on time, and it will be a much more comfortable ride.